Hello guys, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time that you'll get to see this video. I want to welcome you to this channel. Please like, share and subscribe. Reach out to a brother, help a brother. Today we're going to teach ourselves on how to fill a DS-260 form. And a DS-260 form is an online immigrant visa and an alien registration application. You only get to fill this form if you are successfully among the few who will be chosen. For those of you who did apply for the green card. So this form, the next step after this form is the next step after you have been successfully chosen is when you get to fill this form, a DS-260 form. DS-260 form is around 10 to 11 pages in total, and it captures your personal information, your family information, etc. So let's try and fill it together. Welcome guys. As you can see, this is the personal information page. For the record, you don't download it and fill it and scan it and send it. No, you fill it in their website. You're not supposed to download it, but for the purpose of this video, for the purpose of education and teaching ourselves on how to fill this form, I did download it, I printed it, and here we are trying to teach ourselves on how to fill a DS-260 form. The first step is when you'll have to put your name. As you can see here, indicated name provided. This is the personal information page of a DS-260 form. Name provided, you put your name, your full name in native language, put your name still, and other names used, your name still, or there is a button towards the end of each question. Not necessarily each question, but for example this question, native language, name in native language and the names used, there is a button towards the end of this question with does not apply, with a statement does not apply. So if you don't have your full name in your native language, you only click that button that tells the one who's going to use this form that the full name in native language does not apply. Other names used also, if it does not apply, you just click that button, does not apply, and you move to the next question. Your gender, your sex, are you a male or a female? That's, I think, quite simple and self-explanatory. And then come to the current marital status. Are you single? Are you married? Or you are divorcee? Whichever the case, that's you know your status. And then date of birth, and guys, please, when it comes to date of birth, check the format. They normally give the format. For example, if this question was not printed, I think it would have a format that you're supposed to follow here. For example, date, month and year. Last time I checked, it had a date, month and year as the format. Like, you start with the date of your birth, the month of your birth, and then the year of your birth, and then the city of your birth. I normally hear people asking, oh, my center is not city, but on your passport there is a city that is indicated on your passport. Use that one to avoid future problems. Write the one on your passport. Write the one on your passport. The city of your birth, put the one on your passport. State, or rather the province of your birth, same case. Mine, it will be easy, Rift Valley. Rift Valley is in Kenya, so that will be province, Rift Valley province. Come to the country or the region of birth. The country of the region of birth is the country where you were born, right? Yeah. So for example, if I was filling this form, mine will be Kenya. The country or the region of origin, which is your nationality. Guys, watch out. The country stroke the region of birth is the region, or rather the country where you were born, and then the country stroke the region of your nationality, stroke region of origin, which is essentially your nationality. So mine would have been still easy. I was born in Kenya. I am from Kenya. I'm a Kenyan, which is my nationality, Kenyan. And then come to the next phase of this document, which is the document type. The document, when it comes to document type, I think there are only two options. Other type, if I'm not wrong, I don't remember quite well, but for you, I think there was an exception of those who don't have passport, or maybe there was quite a few exceptions for those who are not going to use passport. But for this case, your document type should be indicated as passport. And then your document ID, here is when you are supposed to put your passport ID, your passport number. And then come to the country stroke the authority that issued the document. Country stroke the authority that issued the document is Kenya, if that was my case. And then come to the issuance date. This is the date that your passport was issued. It is indicated still on your passport. And then the expiration date is the date that your passport will expire. It is still indicated on your passport. These are not the things that you're going to look elsewhere. It's just there written on your passport. And then the next question asks, do you hold or have you held any nationality other than the one you have indicated above? If you have held any other nationality, is when you are supposed to click yes. If no, then you only click no. But if you click yes, is when it will open this other phase of questions. It will open this other set of questions if you click yes. But if you click no, it will take you straight to the next stage, or rather the phase of this document. But as you can see here, we are only trying to teach ourselves, so we are not going to jump any of the questions. So if you click yes here, the next question is tied to this question. Other country stroke region of nationality. That's only if you clicked yes, is when this question will appear on your page. Do you hold or have you held any nationality other than the one you have indicated above? If yes, is when this set of questions will appear. This set of questions is only tied to this yes. If no, it will take you to the next set of questions. Other country or region of nationality is when this is now the place that you're supposed to put. That is if yes. And then, do you hold a passport from the country or the region of nationality above this one now, the one you would have indicated here? If yes, you put your passport number here. If no, there's a button towards the end of it that says does not apply. You only click that button. There is normally a button at the end of it that says does not apply, so you'll click that button. Now we move to the next set of questions on our first phase of DS260 form. That's the personal information page. The present address is the address that you're currently using, the city of that address, the state and the province of that address, the postal zone stroke the zip code of that address, the country or region of that address, and then from date, or like since when have you been using that address. You'll only have to indicate it. And then come to the next one. The next question says, have you lived anywhere other than this address since the age of 16? Have you lived anywhere? Let me show you this, guys. It says, have you lived anywhere other than this address since the age of 16? And then it gives you two options. You either click a yes or a no. If it's a yes, is when this set of questions pops up on your page. If it's a yes, is when this other set of questions will pop up on your page. If no, it will take you to the next phase of these questions. But if yes, is when this other phase of questions will pop up on your page. So, and it gives around 5 options of previous addresses, a maximum of around 5, a maximum of around 5 previous addresses that you're supposed to indicate if at all they are there. And as I've told you, if they are not there, there is a button towards the end of every question. After you have filled the previous ones that you have, let's say you fill the previous one that you have, previous address 1, previous address 2, and then there's previous address 3 and 4 and 5. As you can see here, there's previous address 1 and 2, so this is the third one. As you can see here, this is the third previous address. And as you can see, there is the next one, the third, the fourth, the fifth, a maximum of around 5 previous addresses. So that's only if you have them. If you don't have them, as I've told you, you only click does not apply. And then we go to the next one, your primary phone number. Remember, this is still your personal information. So your primary phone number is the phone number that you're currently using, the phone number that they can easily reach you using it. And then your secondary phone number, maybe you have 2, but if you don't, as I've already told you, there's a button you click towards the end of every question that if you don't have them, for example here, that button will work. If you don't have the secondary phone number or the work phone number, then there's that button towards the end of the question. You only click does not apply, but your primary phone number must be there, because your primary phone number must be there. The one maybe which does not apply is the secondary phone number and the work phone number. And then come to your email address. Here, put your email address that is working. Maybe the good one that you can use is the email number that you used when you are applying for green card, because this email number is the one that they are going to use to reach to you. They are going to use that email number to reach to you. So your primary phone number and your email address, put the ones that you are sure they are working. And then the next question comes in, is your mailing address the same as your present address? When we say mailing address, if I understand this question very well, your mailing address is the one they are going to use. Let's just say your mailing address is the one they are going to use. For example, if you are in US, they are going to send you mails, but that's just an example. In my country, I don't think they do send it. But is your mailing address the same as your present address? Your present address, remember, is the address that you gave previously. Let me show you your present address. Your present address is this one. Your present address is this one. This address that you gave here, your present address, this address that you gave here. So if your present address is the same as your mailing address, right guys? If your present address is the same as your mailing address, if you put yes, you will not have to fill this 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 phase of questions, this set of questions. I mean, if your present address is the same as your mailing address, you won't you don't have to fill um, this set of questions. But if no, I already told you, you only click a yes or a no. And if you know, then you'll have to fill your mailing address now here. Then you'll have to put your mailing address here. Your mailing address here, your city, state, stroke province, postal zone, stroke zip code, and then the country, stroke region. That is, if your mailing address is not the same as your present address. And then the next set of question, very important. Do you have an address in the United States where you intend to live? If yes, is when you'll have to fill these questions. I don't know if you're getting me. Don't confuse the ones on top here with this one. This one was, is your mailing address the same as your present address? Remember already you have given your present address. So if your present address is the same as your mailing address, you don't have to fill here. But here, do you have an address in the United States where you intend to live? If yes, is when you'll have to fill this set of questions. You'll have to answer this set of questions. Name of the person currently living at the address that you have said in the question. Do you have an address in the United States where you intend to live? So then the name of the person living at address, the name of the person living at address, and then the address itself here, and then the phone number of the person living at address that you've given out here. I don't know if you are getting this. And then, is this address where you want your permanent resident card mailed? Definitely yes. I think, guys, we are done with the first set of the first phase of the DS260 form, but we are supposed to finish it with the last one. So if in this last question you put a no, and then the last question was, is this address where you want your permanent residence card, which is green card, mailed to? If yes, then you don't have to answer the next set of questions. But if no, then you have to give the contact of the person that your permanent residence card, green card, is supposed to be mailed to. If your answer to the question was no, is when you'll have to give the contact of the person, the address, the city, the state, province, and the phone number. Thank you, guys. I don't want to prolong this video, but in our next video we are going to teach ourselves on how to fill the family information in DS260 form. Until the next time, guys, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Let us all learn how to fill the forms. You'll be of help to someone. You might be of help to somebody some other time. Thank you, guys. Have a nice evening. Have a nice morning. Have a nice day. Thank you.